Hello everybody. I'm going to do another route for you for your success. If you can follow it properly and see what I'm doing, if you can do the same, there's nothing stopping you passing. Just be safe in your test. So keep an eye on what I'm doing and keep an eye on the road and how you enjoy the test route. Uh, do remember to like it and subscribe to our channel so we can make more videos for you. So thank you very much for watching this video. So I'm just going to adjust my seat a little bit. Now to start off, because I'm parked on the right hand side, test center is just further down. I don't want to be in the path of oncoming test vehicles, so I'm just going to start from here instead of the close to the test center. So I'm just going to do my observations. There's nobody behind us at the moment. I will still indicate there might be somebody coming from the station on the left. So nobody in front, nobody at the back. When you join new road, you should check new mirrors as well. So I'm going to pass the test center. It will be on our left, and then I'm going to follow the road to the left. When you come out of the test center, make sure you're paying attention to both sides when you're at the giveaway. So the test center is on our left, and I'm going to check mirrors, ease on the brake, slow down a little bit around this corner. This is quite a tough corner. It's a totally blind bend, so you need to take extra care for when you're going around this corner. Further down the road, at the end of this road, I'm going to turn left. So I've checked mirrors. I'm indicating early vision, early decision, easing on the brake, dropping down to first gear, going around the corner, checking mirrors again. There's a half car hanging out, so just gonna be checking my mirrors and be careful. Further down at the roundabout, I'm going to go ahead. I'm gonna take the second exit. So at this point, I'm checking mirrors. Now there are two lanes going ahead. There's roadworks in the left. Standard position of driving is left. I will take the left lane. Early vision, early decision. Ahead, second exit. Nobody's coming towards us, so quick glance. Mirror signal left. Keeping my left lane. Checking mirrors again. 40 road, the sign is just here, so updating my mirrors again and progressing my speed according to the road conditions. So there's one car behind us and there's one car in front of us. It's not that busy just now, but you could be your test could be in busy time, so just make sure that you're checking a lot of mirrors and paying attention on this road. This is Renfrew Road. Further down at the roundabout, we are going to go ahead second exit. It's a spiral roundabout controlled by the traffic light. So if the light is green, you go. If the light is red, you don't go. Just normal. And you need to keep following your lane. On spiral roundabouts, if you signal, that's fine as well. But if you don't, that's fine as well. So further down, I can see traffic light is red, so I'm going to check mirrors, ease on the brake, dropping down to first because I need to stop. And I'll stop where I can see the first light, not too far and not too close, enough to see it. So quick glance mirrors, green light, a quick glance on the right just in case any emergency vehicle, and then I'm going to follow my lane ahead. So I'm going to signal, mirror checks, keeping your lane, tucking with the curb, signal off, quick glance mirrors. This 40 sign was there and it just continues. There's a repeater there as well. So at this point I'm checking mirrors and progressing according to the road conditions. When I say road condition, it means that if there are cars in front of you who are going slow, you can't just, 40 as the limit. It's not the target that we want to achieve. Safely, if we can do 38, that's fine. So further down, I can see the traffic light is red, so I'm going to check mirrors. Ease on the brake, then the light has turned to green. So dropping down to third, because the cars are slowing down in front of me. My speed is about 21 just now. Quick glance at the mirrors, keeping a safe following distance with the car in front, not going too close to it. Now the car has pushed far, so I'm going to increase my speed. At the roundabout, we are going to go left first exit. So at this point, I'm checking mirrors, letting everybody know that where I'm going. Easing on the brake, early vision, early decision. Nobody's coming from the right at this roundabout. Speed should be between 10 and 15, which is ideal for the roundabout. Keeping the signal on, quick glance at the mirrors, and coming out of the roundabout. So quick glance at the mirrors again. Zebra crossing, nobody's crossing. I'm going to keep my lane. If there was somebody crossing, somebody standing, be prepared to stop, and then stop as well if somebody's over there. So now we are going to take the next road on the right. So just after this 20 sign, it's no flashing, checking mirrors, indicating. There's a wee queue of traffic, so I'm just gonna wait for my turn to turn. There are some cars turning further down. Not going to block the junction, just holding back over here, keeping a safe tire and tire distance. So hopefully those cars will turn, and when this car move up, there will be enough space for me to go. So now the cars are moving. I'm quick glancing at the mirrors. There is no car coming further down. Blue car is quite far. There is a gray car coming, so I'm just gonna hold over here. Quick glancing. Quick glance, there's a car reversing out of the driveway, so just gonna let them do it. Quick glance at the mirrors before moving off, just in case if somebody was overtaking us. Further down at the traffic light, we are going to turn left. So when we turn left, before we turn left, there's the 30 sign. So back there, if the lights were flashing, this road was 20. After the 30 sign, it becomes 30. But because lights were not flashing, the speed limit was 30. That was the limit. So I was driving according to the road conditions. So at this traffic light, we're turning left, checking mirrors indicating. Further down, I can see there are cars parked on the left, and there are oncoming vehicles as well. So the car in front of me positioned slightly to the right, and they are turning right as well. I'm going to position just behind them, not too close to the parked vehicle. You need to have enough clearance, at least a door length. That car has turned. There are further cars coming. I'm just gonna control my speed, not go too fast, although this is 30 road. There's a truck coming as well. So quick glance at the mirrors, pushing myself a little bit closer. The closer you get to the parked vehicle, the slower you will get. If you have go gap, just use that space, borrow the space for oncoming as well. So quick glancing at the mirrors, need to go close because there are cars passing from me. At this point, I'm checking a lot of mirrors because anybody can open the door and I might need to stop in an emergency. Another car is coming. I'm going to push myself into this gap. Now checking mirrors. Light is still green. Quick glance at the mirrors just in case if it turns and I need to stop. Further down at the traffic light, I'm going to turn right. So traffic light is red and there are cars parked on both sides. I would need to drive in the middle. If there was any oncoming, priority is always given, it's not taken. So there is a vehicle coming. I'm going to time my approach with them. So at this traffic light, I'm turning right, checking mirrors indicating right. Red car is coming, dropping down to second gear. Quick glance at the mirrors, completing my turn. This is the road where examiners sometimes ask you to pull up on the left or do a parallel reverse parking exercise. This is New Mains Road. Further down at the end of the road, we are going to turn left. So there are four roads before the end, and there's one road just before the end as well. So this is, as I said, New Mains Road. So you can see there is a road just before the end of the road. So I'm going to check mirrors and indicate at this point instead of indicating about 100 yards before. So checking nice and early, nobody's coming. I'm gonna go direct into the right lane. That's because of the parked vehicle. I can see on the left the white car, and there's a full row of parked vehicles. So I'm gonna keep the right lane just now. Just before the traffic light, I can see there's a red car parked as well on the left. So I'm going to keep the middle of this lane, which is the right lane. At this point, this is the correct lane to drive in, as there are cars parked in the left lane. Now I'm going to check mirrors, and I'm gonna smoothly come back into the left lane as that's the standard position of driving. Excuse me. So checking mirrors, easing on the brake, clutch down, first gear, handbrake on, light is turning, so quick glance at the mirrors, moving off, second gear, quick glance at the mirrors, increasing my speed as road conditions are allowing me to progress. If we hold back the traffic, that's not good as well. So 30 is the limit, you can do 28. It's always best to do that kind of speed just in case if you go over the limit. So further down at the roundabout, we are going to go left. We are approaching the roundabout. There's a petrol station entry, so I'm going to check mirrors and indicate at this point. Easing on the brake, clutch down, second gear, keeping the clutch down, doing my observation. There's a car in front of me, so I'm just gonna wait at the lines I can't see. Now nobody's coming towards me. I'm gonna quickly glance at the mirrors, progress. Now this is Eccleston Road. You need to put left signal over here to go straight. There's no straight, this is follow the road to the right, and you need to go straight, so you need the signal. So quick glance at the mirror, signal off. This used to be national speed limit road, but just now I'm going to do 30 as further down there's roadworks and there's a temporary traffic light. So that temporary traffic light is like 20-mile-an-hour road. So I'm quick glancing on the mirrors, easing on the brake. Not going to go over the junction and block the oncoming vehicle from that road. Somebody might need to turn into the road. So cars behind me, they're overtaking me and going into that road. The white car is waiting as well. It's always good to do a goodwill gesture and sometimes let people join, although it's my right of way, but they have got a give way, and it's a temporary traffic light, so it's always good to give way to people coming off the side road, as long as it's safe and you're not restricting too many people. So the red car wants to go as well, so I'm checking my mirrors as progress. So you can see there's a 20 sign here. So keeping speed reasonable, close to 20. Because of the road work as well, wherever the road work is, you need to pay extra attention, as people might be working, things might be dropping down, a lot of things can happen, so need to take extra care when you're going through. So once you clear this road works, there should be a sign telling us that road work has finished. So examiners tell you, okay, there's a sign missing, and you can, this is a national speed limit road. That's what I have heard. So I'm going to just a little bit stay within the limit because there's a sharp bend as well, and here you can't go fast anyway. In no circumstances you can go more than 20 on this bend. I would just say that we might need to do about just under 20 because it's a very sharp bend. At the end of this road we are going to turn left. So this is Eccleston Road, so end is there. At this point I'm checking mirrors, indicating, easing on the brake. Cars are coming in. So see, when you're turning left on this junction, you need to be very careful that you don't go over the curb and damage your vehicle tires. So quick glance at the mirrors. Now we need to progress, as this is national speed limit road. So national speed limit is 60. So quick glancing at the mirrors, progressing. So you need to show the examiner that you can speed up as well. And keep the control of the car at the same time. So just now I'm in 5th gear. So you can see 150 yards, there's a giveaway. So I'm going to start reducing my speed at this point. Dropping down to 2nd gear for just now. Now I think it's a blind junction, so I will need to stop here. So I need to check it's totally blind, so nobody's coming. So it's a left turn and then a quick right turn. So at this point, checking mirror indicating. Now remember, this is a national speed limit road, so cars will be coming 60 miles an hour. So we are turning right, and you can see there's a sign saying 30 on the left. Quick glance at the mirrors, progressing according to the road conditions. Keeping speed to 28. Quick glancing at the mirrors. Now further down, there is a bus stop, and examiners ask you to pull up on the left where it's safe on this road. So the first safe spot people find is the bus stop. There is no road marking for bus stop. There is a sign, there is a pole with a board on it. So never ever park on a bus stop. You're not allowed to park on the bus stops. So look for a safe space, safe gap on the road. So the easiest way is park with the high curb, not the low curb. Low curb is not good, and don't block anybody's driveway and things like that. We will discuss that further on. So at the moment, further down at the roundabout, we are going to go right, 3rd exit. You can see the roundabout, there's a guy crossing, so I'm quickly glancing at my mirrors. So checking mirrors, indicating right, easing on the brake. One lane divided into 3. I'm taking the far right one to go right. There's a car turning around, there's a car coming, approaching the roundabout. I'm gonna wait for that car. There's a car coming in with a signal. Now he's moving, so I'm going to just wait for that car as well because he's coming quite fast. And I can go now. First exit just passed. 2nd exit coming up. Mirror check, indicating left. Checking left mirror and finishing in the left lane. Indicator off. Quick glancing mirrors. 3rd gear. Increasing speed to about 28, 29. So quick glancing at the mirrors. There's a queue of traffic. Traffic light is red. Mirror check, easing on the brake. And clutch down, 1st gear, handbrake on, stopping tire and tire, neutral, sitting relaxed. So traffic lights, stop at a reasonable distance where you can see the first light, but not too far that you have got like a car space in front of you. So usually sometimes the road marking is faded, So it's always good to see the traffic light so you don't cross over the first stop line and go into the cycle box and things like that. Quick glancing at the mirrors, moving off. Second gear. Further down at the roundabout, we are going to go left first exit. So at this point, I'm going to check mirrors, indicate, dropping down to second gear, easing on the brake, nobody's coming from the right, easing off the clutch, checking mirrors. So this area has got a school over here as well, so you need to take extra care, and plus there's a bend coming, so you need to be careful with the bend as well. Quick glancing at the mirrors. Further down at the roundabout, we are going to go left first exit. So it's quite a sharp one, so you need to go a little bit more slower than what normally you would do. Check mirrors, indicate, easing on the brake, nobody's coming from the right, so I'm going to keep the second speed just around 10, checking mirrors, progressing. There's a road hump, and these are quite a big hump, so I'm just gonna go with care, a little bit slower speed, like 10 mile an hour, maybe under 10. So it's more kind of residential area, so I'm not gonna speed up dramatically, and plus these humps would not make you speed up as well. So see, before the hump, just check mirrors, no braking on the hump just before the brake, just before the hump you need to brake. Now further down there's a guy crossing, so I'm just going to check my mirrors, time my approach that he clears my road. There's a giveaway coming up and we're going ahead, second exit. At this point I'm going to check mirrors, ease on the brake, first gear, and going to stop as it's a totally blind junction, so going with caution, leaning forward, checking, all good. There are two roads on the left, one on the right. Quick glance on the mirrors. This is Thurston Road. Quick glance mirrors. There's an oncoming vehicle and there are cars parked in my side, so I'm gonna hold back for them. I'm gonna do a rolling hold back. So quick glance at the mirrors, now progressing. Now I've committed, hopefully whoever comes will hold back the way I did. So quick glance at the mirrors, coming back onto my side. And there are further road humps, so quick glance at the mirrors, easing on the brake. Second gear is good for the speed. Now further down at the roundabout, we're going ahead, second exit. At this point I'm checking mirrors, easing on the brake, dropping down to first gear as this is totally blind as well. Just going with care, nobody was coming from the right. Quick glance in the mirrors. So there's a road hump coming up, so I'm checking my mirrors, easing on the brake. There's a bus coming, so I'm just gonna hold back over here so he can go in that gap and I can go. Quick glance at the mirrors, moving off again. Just checking mirrors, pushing myself back to the left, easing on the brake. Quick glance at the mirrors. Back on the gas, progressing a little bit towards the next hump. Quick glance at the mirrors, easing on the brake. Speed should be between 10 and 15. These humps are all good. So this is Kingsland Drive. So I'm checking mirrors, easing on the brake, hump, keeping my lane, keeping my strong position. Quick glance at the mirrors again. Just keeping a check on the mirrors, easing on the brake. And again, quick glance at the mirrors. So further down I can see the road ahead is getting very narrow, so I'm checking my mirrors and just looking deep enough that if somebody's coming I can give them the way. If they are already committed, they might not be able to have some holdback space, so I'm going with care. It's quite a narrow place because cars are parked on both sides, so just going slowly and with care. There's a boot open with a car. So at the traffic light we're going to turn left. So checking my mirrors, positioning myself back in my lane, checking mirrors, indicating, stopping where I can see the first light. not too far from the stop line, about a meter away. I think that's about a meter away. So we are going to turn left, and then we're going to keep the left lane. Traffic light is still red. There's a silver car behind me. There's a queue of traffic. If a big bus or lorry comes, I can see there's one car hanging. So I'm just gonna move a little bit if needed. So at this point, mirror check, moving off and following my curb on the left. Next traffic light, we are going to turn left. So it's just this is a filter lane, you don't need to indicate, but if you do, that's fine as well. The right lane is going ahead. We have got a green light in our direction. Now the whole light is turning to green. I'm checking mirrors. This is quite a sharp and tight bend on this this road. This is A739. At the roundabout, we're going to go ahead first exit. I'm going to keep the left position, and I will indicate as well, letting everybody know that I'm taking the first exit. So quick glance at right, nobody's coming. I'm going to keep my lane, checking mirrors, indicating again. Quick glance at the mirrors when exiting, keeping the lane. And there are more roundabouts here, and each and every roundabout I'm going to keep going ahead. So first roundabout, I'm going ahead. Second exit, quick glance right, nobody's coming. Mirror check, indicate left, keeping my position. There's a black car behind me, keeping my lane, progressing. So this is 50 Pitches Road. This road is called 50 Pitches Road. Next roundabout, I'm going to go ahead first exit. Now quick glance mirrors, indication. I'm going to keep the middle position as it's only one lane over here. I'm not going to push myself too much to the left, as one lane is good enough and there's no exit before my exit. So indicator off, quick glance at the mirrors. Further down at the roundabout, we're going to go ahead first exit. So at this point, checking mirrors, indicating early vision, early decision, keeping the middle position. Signal went off, putting it back on. Quick glance at the mirrors, signal off. Now this road is follow the road to the right. It's quite a sharp and tight road, so I'm going to go with care. So just going under this bridge, and then at the traffic light we will be turning left. So this is quite a sharp bend. I'm going to just ease on the brake. Second gear, look, there's a traffic in front of me, so you don't know what's around the corner, so that works very well if you go slower around the bends. Handbrake on, neutral, and see, whenever you're going around the sharp corners, reduce your speed according to the sharp corner. Have good control during your test. So at this traffic light, we are going to go left. I'm just checking mirrors and indicating. The cars are moving, so quick glance at the mirrors. Again, this is a sharp bend as well. I'm going to keep an eye on the curb. Where the curb, if you lose your curb, you might lose your lane as well. Traffic light is green, so quick glance at the mirrors. And I'm going to take the right lane. Examiners always mostly ask to take the right lane over here, because further down at the roundabout, they want you to go right, going back towards the test center. We're not going to go inside the test center. We're just going to pass it, and then we'll pull up on the left somewhere, or right, wherever the safe place is. So at this roundabout, I'm going to go right, third exit. At this point, I'm going to check mirrors, indicate right, easing on the brake, quick glance at the mirrors. Nobody's coming from the right. Now there are people coming from the right, so I'm gonna wait over here. Silver car. I'm gonna look for the blockers as well. Well, I don't need to wait for the blocker as the roundabout is clear now. Checking mirrors. First exit, second exit, mirror check, signal left, positioning back in the left, quick glancing in the mirrors. So there's a car parked on the left, so I'm going to check mirrors, indicate go around that car, going on to the hatch marking, signal off. Now I'm taking the next road on the right, so I'm going to stay on the hatch marking for just now. Indicate. It's because of the road work on the back there. Examiners ask you to stay over here as well. Checking mirrors, turning right. Now you can see the test center is on our right, just there. So that's us back, and that's the end of the test route. If you can kindly like and subscribe the channel, I'll be great. Much appreciated, and thanks for your time.